are lined up. We have 11 drivers on the grid. Sheldology is going to lead the way. It is wet out there. There's the lights out, and go, go, go. And look at that jump off the line from Shaggy and Pyro. Really rough start from Sheldologist. I wonder if the other two drivers use traction control because Shaggy and Pyro, clearly Shaggy does have traction control, and we can see it right there. Coming through here, it looks like all the drivers are keeping it clean further back, a little side-by-side action, but so far, so good. Sheldologist being the driver to lose out. See if Josh Moment can get out of last place. What in the world is Moment doing?
Whoa.
Look at those tires. He is starting on softs. Will he be able to get
Josh in the back.
Slowed down?
So is Joshua W in 11th place on softs.
Wow. He is a brave, brave man. So that would make sense him to drop back there at the start. This might be the race that Josh doesn't win as, oh no! How many times?
Shaggy.
How many times? We should play a drinking game. Look at all those drivers going deep, and oh no, Slick gets sideways.
No.
Slick gets
How
sideways.
did that one happen?
Back. Slick is currently in P10 as we see Shaggy go deep. Oh, as he rejoins, Slick runs deep, and he just gets sideways, gets a little contact from McNaughty, but that was due to the unsafe rejoin. And pure chaos on last one. We have a shakeup. Sheldologist back up into the lead.
How? Oh wait, that was Shaggy went off, right? Shell, okay. Oh no, he's going around. Yep.
And there goes Pyro.
Through. There's Pyro. I thought he was gonna go all the way around just to flat. This is chaotic.
Absolute chaos. All drivers on the mediums except for Josh Bowman. He's up into P8. You see Pyro losing it there, just going too deep. A bit of contact. But not too much, and it looks like Jersey is slowing up there for him, so big sportsmanship on Jersey. But wow, amazing Josh Moment, able to keep in touch. He's only 11 seconds off the leader on the soft.
I was just about to say, I was like, do you know who's not in last place? The guy on softs. It's crazy.
The guy on soft, so this is going to save him. I mean, he will have to pit for the mediums, but I mean, he can do a full stint on these softs and then pit for mediums and be done.
Yeah. I think he understood. The track is drying. Look at that. That's a dry line right there.
That is a dry line. And I will say Josh is on controller, and we do know that it is a bit easier to catch the car on controller versus wheel, so that will play to his advantage. Sheldologist leading the way, about to finish lap 1. We do have 20 laps here. Pyro with the half-second penalty. McNaughty up into P5, so he took advantage of that chaos at the end of the long straight, able to move up. Yep, he left to pass you in 9th, and I do believe Slick has front bumper damage that will affect his aero and his straight line speed.
Yeah, I want to report that Slick no longer has slip because he got in front of Rowdy, but somehow picked up a half-second penalty somewhere.
And we see Pyro going ahead and getting one of his Jokers out of the way. Early on, maybe smart to do with a penalty because you're already on a slow lap because that penalty is going to come into play.
Very true.
See, Slick going for that. He runs a bit wide but keeps it together. We do see his blinker is on, so well done to Slick. Go ahead and getting the Joker out of the way.
Look at all these penalties up front. Shaggy and Shell going at it in front. P1 though. P1 and P2.
Well done. Shaggy getting the lead back from Sheldo. He took it at the beginning and then lost it, missing his braking point. Looks like Sheldo runs a bit wide, but is able to keep it together. We'll see if these Lambos try to play together. I do know Shaggy is at a slight disadvantage when it comes to fuel because he does drive in automatic, and that makes it impossible to short shift. So we'll see how that plays out for Shaggy. But we do know he's just alien quick, so sometimes that really doesn't matter. Yeah, and it looks like Josh Moment, as the track is drying out, already up to P6, making those racing softs work for him. I mean, I'm looking here, he's only 13 seconds off the leader, and him being on the softs and having a clear, dry line, I mean, it's going to be challenging to overtake because you do have to kind of go into the wet there, but I mean, it's going to be tough. Left to pass you going ahead and getting off the enters. He's far enough back. That track's going to be nice and dry. Fernando B and Rowdy Burns also coming in to get off the enters. It'll be interesting to see if they go to the softs or the mediums.
Interesting. All the folks who went in filled their tanks all the way up, except Rowdy. He went to like 83%. So I guess he's just going to spread it across the 2 pit stops there.
And this is interesting. Look, Sheldo has his turn signal on. I was going to say it's interesting that Shaggy's to the right and Sheldo to the left, both using the wet line, but now it makes sense why Sheldo was to the left. He is taking his Joker lap, going to get that out of the way and rejoin the track. So he will be protected as he stays in the protection zone. It's going to be up to McNaughty to get around safely. McNaughty does carry plenty of speed, also on those intermediate tires, and that's going to let Jersey through. And on board with PHG Pyro. Let's see what happens here. Pyro taking his Joker, still on the intermediate tires. You can see how wet the Joker lap is. Definitely going to be, for some of those drivers switching to slicks, wanting to wait a little longer. Sheldo fell way back due to the Joker lap. Yeah, he got overtaken by lots of drivers there for that Joker lap, allowing Nasty, McNaughty, and Jersey ahead. But thankfully, he was able to get back ahead of Josh. Initially, Josh had come ahead of him. Jersey now applying plenty of pressure to McNaughty here, and
it's P3.
Going to be interesting how this plays out. We know how tricky this braking zone is coming up, and oh my goodness, Sheldo
with the absolute overspeed. What was that? Who turned boost on?
Does he have nitrous that we don't know about?
Yeah, he's got the nitrous installed.
That was insane. And look at Josh.
He literally drove around them like they were in reverse.
That Lamborghini's lower gears clearly has the pull. Yeah, it showing the acceleration from that Lambo. Definitely advantageous compared to the other cars. As Shaggy Do now diving into the pits on the intermediates. Nasty coming in as well. Shaggy was 71% fuel, not bad. 72% for Nasty. Josh Moment, again, starting on the soft, staying out there. And oh no, McNaughty picking up a half-second penalty. This is going to be Josh Moment in the lead. And we see some drivers coming out of the pits here. I'm going to look through real quick. Sheldo came out on the soft, Shaggy on the mediums, Nasty on the mediums, Jersey on the mediums, Pyro on the mediums, Left to Pass You on the mediums, Rowdy Burn mediums, Fernando B racing softs, and Slick mediums. So a variety of tires as McNaughty now, currently in P2 with the 1.5 second penalty, taking the Joker lap. Still on the inters, and you can see how wet it is out there, so he had no issues with that Joker lap. Pit stop for McNaughty for sure. At some point, Josh will have to pit for the mediums. So again, the mediums are required as Jersey's going for his. But he's also on an out lap. We are not supposed to do Jokers on the out lap either, so that is a bit of an issue.
It was.
He had it on, so that'll
that feels like he wasn't even
later. I mean, he lost a lot of time.
He did, and it felt like a last-minute decision because there's nothing there that looked like he did really good braking. Ooh, Shelly.
Ooh, and Sheldal just. I mean, how many times have we seen it tonight? 8, 9, 10? I mean, I don't know if I can count that high with my shoes on.
At this point, I feel like we might have been a little unfair to Indy because we've been calling Indy out as being really evil, but I think mulsanne has taken out more people.
Coming in here, we got a replay. And looks like, oh my goodness. I mean, that.
Indy! Right as I tried to be like, maybe Indy's not so bad, bro. Like, why would you? Come on, Indy. Like, read the room. We were almost on your side. We were almost on your side. McNaughty, please pit. Them tires are screaming. They want to be let go. They want to be recycled. There you go. Yeah, turn those into Midas or whoever.
Yeah, the grid's kind of spread out a bit.
We got P5.
P9. There we go. P5 and P6. Rowdy Burns, not, I mean, 9 seconds behind. Looks like he's got his blinker on and will be taking that Joker. Joker has dried out quite a bit. Looks like no issues there. He's going to rejoin P9.
Moisture meter low. Low moisture. Less moist, if you will.
Less moist.
I love that you go in on the enunciation of the S and the T together, which really, it makes the word. You know what I mean? It makes the word.
If you're going to do it right.
And you are a gentleman and a scholar because you are doing it right. We appreciate men like you. You're very, very welcome.
And look at that exit from the Lambo. Just easily.
Bye. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Bye.
He went right to pass left and got right on by. Pyro up to P5.
It is a ridiculous high-speed track, but it also has these incredibly technical corners. None of them are the same. They're not just like jokes like ha ha tee hee. They put a little corner here just to say they have a corner. Like, they're serious corners that you got to know how to take to be quick. It's almost impossible.
And I mean, one thing, as we just saw Fernando take that Joker lap, I've been really impressed with the drivers getting the car, aside from what we saw from Jersey earlier on. I mean, everybody's getting the car slowed down for those chicanes. It's so different when you're on this straight. You got to realize you got to slow it way down. There's nothing there to tell you to slow down. And something, Rowdy Burns now taking his Joker. I mean, you saw how early he got the car slowed down there. So Rowdy Burns getting his Joker taken care of. Jersey also getting his Joker taken care of.
Yeah. That is, I believe that's Rowdy's second one. I think he's done. He took one on lap 5, I believe. So just back to back for him.
Fernando looks like he went deep there.
Rowdy just had a moment. He's in the kitty litter in 11th place. I'm having trouble telling where he's at on the track. I think. Where is this?
It is.
Mulsanne, just after. Oh, it was Indy.
Indy.
Ha!
Surprise!
Why didn't I just guess that? Why didn't I just immediately accuse Indy?
Oh, and damage. Rear bumper and right rear tire.
Ouch, man.
Now Josh's front left, and when you think about the end of this lap, I mean, there's so much pressure on that.
Oh
front
yeah,
left.
and the Porsche curves. You said that he drives on a controller, and mentioned it's easier to catch, but I was gonna say, but the problem, his disadvantage will be tire wear.
Yep.
So he's gonna go 7 laps on these softs and basically kill them. I'd like to see how many laps everyone else is doing on the softs. Nobody's close to doing 7 yet, but we'll see.
Yeah, with a race this long, you really do have to shake it off, because in the 9-lap race we had before this, I mean, so many position changes, so many driver errors, and they were able to come back at it. Slick taking his Joker lap. I think everybody's hoping Josh has a moment, if you will, there and allow everybody to catch back up.
That is Slick done with Joker laps as well, by the way. And Fernando has picked up another penalty. He had a half-second last lap, and he's got a 1-second penalty now.
Indeed. In P8, he just now P10. He just had a spin out. Fernando really struggling out there. Just comes in here. Does he go for the Joker? Yeah, he's trying to do his Joker lap. And, he just loses it under braking. Interesting.
Ouch.
Don't expect that. His tires are very worn, so that definitely could have had a factor.
Does that count as taking it? I guess it does count as taking it.
It does. And Josh with no front left into the pits. Now Shaggy Doo should take the lead here. Looks like Josh is going to come out P4.
Not bad.
And have no penalties left unless Pyro is able to get by looks like Pyro is going to get by. VIP left to pass you just behind. No, Josh is coming out of the pits as we speak. Josh maintaining P4. Can Pyro get by? Josh leaves space. Pyro, though, losing it, trying to go around the outside. Oh, man, that is unfortunate. Josh hugging the inside, trying to stay out of the way. Looks like that just caught Pyro slightly off guard. Let's see this again. You can see Josh coming out of the pits. Obviously, there's nowhere for him to go. Looks like he even slows down.
He braked. He braked and he braked late.
Yeah, Pyro just lost it there. Unfortunate to see. So that does allow Josh to maintain a P4 position and allows McNaughty there to catch up to Pyro.
Like we said, like it's old school. These are streets. They're not the smoothest paving. They undulate, and if they get repaved and they're slightly not right, they're probably not doing it again. You know, they're not going to go back over it like you would see at a real racetrack.
We see McNaughty's got his turn signal on. He's taking care of his final Joker. He does cut it, but he slows down, gets back on the track. So I think that will count there as well. So McNaughty, P7, taking care of, I believe, both of his Jokers now.
Yeah, that's the second one for him. I think, and maybe we just haven't seen it. I haven't seen, oh, there's Nasty. I was going to say I haven't seen Nasty take a Joker. Though it might have happened off camera or something like that. That was Indy. Girl, Indy, it's back on top as the bad brother.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is tough. Oh, and that's damage.
That went wrong for so long.
For so long.
You ever like crash and you're like, it's still happening to me. Why am I still crashing?
I put the brakes on left to pass you, doing the same thing there. And he's got the front right damage. He was chasing down Josh Moment here. Just unfortunately gets it wrong. So many drivers just getting it wrong here under braking. And that, I mean, I think that has to do with what we were talking about at the beginning, the suspension on these cars. You have all that grip, you really have to be careful getting on the brakes. Shaggy setting the fastest lap, 3:41.5. That is incredible from Shaggy Deuster. As we're on, this is what, lap 9 now of 20, so almost to that halfway point. And that's something that killed me in the last Joker race at Interlagos in Brazil. Was I ended up picking up damage well before as Sheldologist gets passed there by Nasty early on, and I decided to stay out until I stayed out for too long and then had to bite the bullet and pit anyways. So had I just pit right away, you know, it would have been better for me, but it is tough. I do appreciate heavy damage. The NRL, another league that uses heavy damage. I think that needs to get used more in the dailies and the World Series and stuff, because it'll help clean up the driving. Yes, it is frustrating when it's not your fault, but also, you know, that's racing. You do currently leading, big gap there on the racing mediums, just under half a tank. So I imagine he'll at least have to come in for fuel.
Yep. Sheldologist, who's on worn softs, just passed Nasty on his fairly new mediums in the Porsche curves, the same way we saw Shaggy do the mother Ferraris a few laps ago. Like I thought for a second that Nasty was in a Ferrari. I had to double check.
And they both had damage. Sheldo just diving into the pits, he had damage on one of his front wheels.
Did we see how that happened?
Yeah, only 17% fuel left, so he's going to fill up for the end of the race. We're almost at that halfway point. Pyro, also another driver with damage, has Josh Moment behind him. Josh was in P4 at one point, so something must have happened there for Josh to fall back behind Pyro. Could have just been that monster acceleration out of the Lambo.
Yeah, Pyro completely spun himself trying to get around Josh 2 laps ago right here. So yeah, to see him back in front of Josh is incredible, and I think he even picked up a penalty for that, maybe? Yes.
And Josh will not need to pit again. He's got plenty of fuel, and those mediums should take him to the end. So Josh, the only one to start on racing tires at the start of this race, is looking like a bit of a genius. I don't want to speak too early, but it's looking good for him.
Genius. You hear that, Josh?
Genius.
Wow. That's strong.
When it comes to Gran Turismo, I'm not talking about like life. No offense, Josh. As we see Shaggy Doo getting his Joker out of the way here. Shaggy waiting till much later in the race to do his Joker.
Once he serves it, at least. Well, actually, it's going to be easy money anyway, because in the Lambo versus the Ferrari, we've seen how the Lambo has done the Ferrari in the past. It's pretty terrible, and hopefully we don't show it on camera again, because it's very graphic.
Well, you can see here the Pyro, even with the damage, pulling away from Josh. I mean, Josh was all over his bumper going into that hairpin, and you can just see how quickly Pyro has pulled away. Now it's time for the long legs of the Alfa Romeo to try to reel him back in, and McNaughty's hoping for a battle ahead so he can join the fight.
He doesn't need one. They're coming up to the great equalizer, the bad brother. What? No claims?
No claims there.
Wow.
And unfortunately, we had a disconnect from our very own PhD Rowdy Burns.
Oh, man.
We wish you the best, sir. Oh, yeah, VIP. We have a PhD Rowdy. That was VIP Rowdy Burns. There we go.
Oh, that's confusing. I thought they were the same person until this moment.
Exactly. Exactly.
Shell around Jersey, of course, as expected, before Jersey even has to serve that penalty. That Lambo is crazy. How did no one take it last race? We thought it was trash. I was like, oh, Lambo gotta be trash. Nobody took that. What?
Yeah, Lambo. It looks like a handful, though. I mean, Pyro has drifted most of the corners.
Fair. Yes.
So it doesn't seem to be the most planted, but it does look like a lot of fun.
So Pyro came out on the softs, and he's about to come up on mulsanne corner. So like the first real test of how that Lambo's going to handle those soft tires, because he said he was drifting all over the place on the mediums. Now we're going to have that grip and body roll. Is that left to pass you taking his Joker?
That is VIP left to pass you, getting that Joker out of the way in P9.
Might be his first one. I don't have another one recorded.
Yeah, I cannot recall. Pyro, I mean, yeah, same here. Gear limited, not able to push past that 194 mark on his own, and he gets it slowed down. Very nice. Looks like he had plenty of grip there. Handled the braking just fine.
Sorry, I was saying you served the penalty in such a bad place here. Yep, Pyro's around in Indy. Yeah, you served the penalty in such a bad place here. Pyro's all the way around in Indy, by the way. That was a full spin.
P8. Oh.
In P8, yeah.
So, another victim.
Another victim. I was like, how is this thing gonna act with all that weight transfer in that sequence of corners with these fresh softs? Decent on the braking, but as soon as he really got on those brakes, that back end came around. Yep. It dives. The car dives on the front, and then the back end is like, I'm heavy. I'm coming to the front now.
Well, you could even see it. There's a little bit of a bump there. You saw the car almost lift up a little bit in the rear.
Yes.
And then, that lack of grip right there just spins it around. Shaggy Doo with almost a 30-second lead. Looks like he will have to pit, though, for fuel and tires. And further back, P3 and P4, McNaughty just got by on the straight of Josh Moment, so finally taking his moment to get by him here. Let's see if we can see it. You can see he's tucked into the slip as they come into the treacherous part of the twins, but he even gets it done well before. So maybe Josh doing a little bit of fuel saving, deciding he's tired of punching a hole in the air. We'll see how they do. Them being a minute off Shaggy in the pits, needing to refuel quite a bit to finish this race. I think the Alphas are the safe choice. And yes, Shaggy Doo P2 with a, what kind of gap is that there?
Shaggy doo-doo.
It's going to start coming down. It's currently showing 26, 21, 17. So coming down to Josh, but definitely up ahead there. Shaggy maintaining that P2.
He took another set of softs and basically filled up, or another set of mediums and filled up. I think that's last for him. I think that's the last pit for him. Gosh, I was gonna say something before we saw McNaughty's damage. What was it? It was so important. Thick.
We were talking about.
Does it count as cussing if you make it safe with an E? Sorry, we were talking about what?
We were talking about the car choices. But
no, it was Shaggy last pitted on lap 3, then 13. So the medium will give you 10 laps. So that's all. That's all I wanted to say.
And we can see here McNaughty falling victim to twin number 1. He's going too deep here. We've seen it time and time again. Unable to get the car slowed down with those worn tires.
And yet still so peaceful in comparison to what we've seen happen to the Lambos and the Ferraris there.
Indeed. I mean, it's a 4-door saloon, and Sheldo up the inside of Josh Moment. Josh Moment,
yeah,
not napping there, and Sheldo showing Indy who's boss.
Great.
Very nice move from Sheldologist. We haven't seen that tonight
at all. Nobody has attempted to pass in Indy.
Take us through this, Tachi.
So here he is, closing in on Josh. He does slow down earlier for the kink for him just to set himself up really well for the corner. I don't know if he meant to go inside. I think he just saw the opportunity. Josh kind of missed the apex there, went out a bit wide. And Shell was like, I'm going to go ahead and dive in and do it. I've got this car settled. We're going straight. And it worked out. Well done.
That was very impressive. Nasty, only 1% of fuel left. He's in the pits. This should give Shaggy the lead back. And Nasty now, Josh serving his penalty. We'll see if the Lambo with that acceleration. I mean, look at that closing speed. Holy cow.
Yeah, it's over.
Can he get there before these turns? Josh gonna go defensive a little bit here. But too little, too late.
Bye.
And Nasty goes flying by.
Nope. Oh. Well, and too much fly. A lot of fly.
Too much.
Pretty fly for a white guy. I don't know if Nasty's a white guy. Yeah, I wasn't sure how that was going to work out. I was like, he's definitely going to make this pass, but I think he's got a little too excited and carried the speed for too long.
Oof. And then tries to turn to, yeah. You can't turn the wheel. Can't turn the wheel under braking.
Right, they just come right out of the corner or out of the penalty zone. It doesn't matter.
Look at that. He already's getting past Josh, but he's abandoned Joker. Oh man, he's gonna need to do that again. Unfortunately.
How did that happen? I kind of missed the moment.
He was just way too late on the brakes. I think he was too caught up in getting past Josh. I mean, he should have been braking around here, and he didn't brake till here.
Yep. You know, I think that's the same kind of blindness that caused that crash a lap ago. Oh, McNaughty just went completely straight in Arnage to P5.
Oh.
6. Sorry. 2 seconds.
Get a 2-second penalty on top.
I don't know if he got it from that or if he already had it. No, he already had it.
I mean, you just see it. It's like, you know you need to brake, but you don't put a brake too early, and then that happens.
Yep. From the angle, it looked like he was going fast enough to hit the wall, but it looks like the kitty litter saved him from that. Coming towards the end here, as far as attention span goes, same. It is easier when there's racing happening, so there's something to talk about. But man, it becomes a slog, especially if like you're in the booth by yourself.
Oh yeah.
And there's no action on track. It gets so hard.
See a turn signal. I think Nasty's gonna attempt it again. Will he get it slowed down this time? Looks like he put on the brakes at the appropriate time. There we go. Nasty still in P4. Not a bad place to be considering everything that's happened.
It's gonna oversteer anyway. So like use it, and it's just kind of how they've been getting around this track. I'm shocked that their rears are okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this would have never flown in a set of Corsa Competizione. They would have been like, oh, you farted in the car, your tires have overheated. Should have gone down 1 psi.
Nasty closing in, and it is looking like Josh may have to. I imagine he's just going to stay out and suffer. This pitting's going to lose him the podium for sure. He can hope Nasty makes a mistake.
That's all you can really hope for.
Podium. Yeah. No, I look at that. Look at that front left. I don't know. It's going to be tough.
McNaughty's.
Oh, Nasty drifting it through. Josh, 1.5 second, and with that tire wear, I don't see him holding on to this podium.
Yeah, no, not 1.5.
Undefeated in the Joker Series. This might be his downfall. But we've seen Nasty miss his braking point coming in here on this long straight, so Nasty, if you're listening, brake early.
But I think pass is done long before any corner, so I don't even think it's going to be a problem for him anymore. Not in this moment. But yes, Mulsanne calleth. Oh, he's taking the shoulder. Josh! Josh! Man, he might win it. You never know. He might win it.
Wow.
That moment right there. I knew Nasty hadn't taken any Jokers, or at least I haven't logged any, so that's the first one I'm logging. He
had
might
the
have
one
taken
that he
one
shot
that I didn't
past,
see.
and then he took it again. So that was his second.
Oh wait, that was you're right. You're so right.
He is good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say McNaughty like quietly still P5. Like he's been solidly mid pack, but like the sharp end of mid pack. Left to pass you has a 1.5.
Yeah, when McNaughty was racing in Catalunya. Oh, and there goes Nasty.
Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness. Indy strikes again. Oh, my goodness. Well, that gives McNaughty clear air.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Man, Nasty has not been having a good time in that corner. Oh.
Yeah, we'll see if Josh has to pit. I mean, that's going to open it up for McNaughty. Oh, that is unfortunate. McNaughty's just able to slide on by there. And there's Jersey in the background, not far.
You cannot be on the brakes in that corner in a mid-engine car. You just can't. You have to keep the weight on the back of the car, which means either braking super early, like we saw Shell do when he made that pass there. You brake very early so that you can hug the inside of the kink and have the best angle for Indy. Or you just got to be super brave. Just, oh, Josh in. Josh is in the pits.
No, it really isn't. It's such a challenge. Yeah. These drivers have been struggling as Nasty might get a pin for that little bit of time. Going over the bowlines. Drifting his way through, and keeping it safe and on the track. Versus Ferrari, and there we go. Jersey pulls out, going alongside, and we know how dangerous it's about to get.
I'd be careful.
Nasty broke early, got a little squirrely. He lost it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, he was even trying to be cautious.
He was. I thought he was going to collect Jersey.
Oh my goodness, that was so close. Let's look at his steering input here.
I'm gonna look at his braking input too.
Yeah, they are next to each other. He brakes before Jersey does. Was it that downshift?
It feels like it was that downshift. Maybe locked up the rears or just caused enough of a buck there. Wow, that is super aggressively dangerous. Oh, Pyro just got into Jersey at Indy, P4 and P5.
This is absolutely chaotic. Coming down, I love how all the drivers somehow come back together towards the end of the race.
Right?
We're going to serve that as a penalty. It looks like Jersey is okay. Nasty did pick up damage in that incident. Let's see what happens here. Let's see. On the back of Jersey, Pyro on the back of Jersey as they come in. And just can't get it slowed down. And oof. Good that Jersey didn't completely lose it. Pyro slowing down, letting Jersey go up ahead. Good sportsmanship there. Shaggy, dominating here with the fastest lap of a 3:40.748. Making it look easy. Plenty of tires, plenty of fuel. 2 laps to go. Sheldologist in P2. A little more wear and a little less fuel, but should make it to the end. Still a minute ahead of McNaughty, currently in P3. And it does look like Jersey is slowly closing that gap. It was 10 seconds earlier, now it's down to 9 seconds. So McNaughty's going to have to nurse those tires to the end, and you can see in the background, Nasty and Pyro still going at it, Lambo on Lambo.
Lambo on Lambo crime. We also have a pretty good battle for not last going. Left to pass you chasing down Slick. He's got slightly better tires than Slick though, and they've got most of a lap to go. They just got out of Dunlop. And the left, right, like you said, coming out of it, or is it right, left?
One of the two. Yeah, Slick is looking not great on the tire wear. And these two have been battling out for a while. They have been pretty tight together throughout this race. Which is, I'm sure they're having fun. Because, when you're in last place, it's no fun. But when you got somebody you're fighting with the whole time, it's quite enjoyable. But left to pass you with much better racing mediums as far as tire wear goes.
Hey, Josh is in P7 with a half-second penalty going 99 miles an hour down Indy. I don't see that he's on, he's not paused. He's just going really slow.
He said something in the chat about engine failure. I don't know.
How? Or maybe pedals?
What his deal? I don't see any. We'll just have to wait till afterwards. There we go, as these guys are trying to get onto the final lap as well. McNaughty still with that podium position, but the gap is closing 6 seconds now to Jersey. And oh my goodness, those left tires. If anybody can do it, McNaughty can. I believe in you, McNaughty.
You got it,
Hold
McNaughty.
on, buddy. It happens to the best of them. And also, look at Shaggy's fuel. That is a bit nerve-wracking. He's about to come up on Josh, though. You see Mr. Moment there pulled over and now has disappeared. Magic, apparently.
I was wondering when he was just gonna, go to the pits. That's unfortunate.
Man, that front left is gone on McNaughty. You saw how wide he ran on that turn. Lucky not to pick up a penalty, but thankfully he doesn't have to do the 2 chicanes on this straight. But he does have to deal with the twins here.
Navigate
he is a smart racer.
Oh, that's not the kink. He is. He is.
When you get caught up in the moment like that, as Shaggy, streets ahead, as they say.
Too much speed. Oh, yeah. He was carrying too much speed into it.
And McNaughty, oh no! Oh, McNaughty goes too deep. He couldn't handle it. That lets Jersey by.
I forgot the camera was on the winner. I was watching McNaughty. But yeah, here he does start braking fairly early, but I not early enough. And just isn't able to get it slowed down enough. Goes for the turn. That left rear is also gone, but not slowed up enough for the tires he's got. Got no left.
There's PHG Sheldologist with a solid P2. Great run.
Well done.
And it looks like, they still got a ways to go. Pyro's right there. This is not over for the final podium and prize winners. Remember, the top 3 do get a prize from 4D Racewear. Big thanks to 4D Racewear. And look at that acceleration, Pyro. He's going to go for it. Jersey doesn't go defensive. There's nothing he can do. Pyro gets ahead, but now here's where it gets tricky in that Lamborghini. The back end's going to want to step out. You can see it losing a bit of the tail there, and this is where a lot of drivers have been getting penalties. A penalty at the end of the race could ruin it. Now Jersey catching back up. There's not really very good overtaking here. He's going to have to rely on Pyro to make a mistake. The back end wags out.
Oh, right there.
Jersey touching the grass, but keeps it on track. Pyro's going to have the inside for the chicane. Jersey cuts back. Pyro's going to go defensive. 2 chicanes left. A little bit quicker one.
Jersey going for the outside.
Oh,
did we just see this
it.
last race?
Oh my goodness. Can they keep it? No,
get out of here.
Jersey goes. Pyro losing it a little bit. Oh no, and a penalty.
Oh.
A 2-second penalty from Jersey, giving Pyro P3. Wow.
Well, that'll do.
Wow. What a finish for the podium. Good hard racing from both drivers.